doing? I'm just saying this. I don't think anyone's in quite yet, but what is up? How are y'all doing? I am here with Siejax, my good friend, my Ace Attorney friend.
Hey.
What is up, dude? How you doing? How you been?
Unproductive at the very least, but I don't know. I guess I've just been taking it easy for the time being. Take things slow and steady.
There you go. You know,
I just got back
important
from a trip, so I need to get back into work mode.
Mm-hmm. No, I get that. I definitely get that. Was it relaxing, though? That's the big thing.
Well, sometimes. Like, my phone provider, like, does not get service out in Montana at all. So when I got back, I had, like, 3 whole days worth of missed calls and texts I had to deal with.
Yeah, that's one part about another part of up there. You were in like backwoods country, mountain country. There's no cell service.
Everybody else on the trip had self-service though, so I've been screwed. All right, so can't buy a house in Montana, confirmed.
It just depends. If you're pretty close to a city or like kind of, well, the thing with
you lost me at city.
Well, the thing. Okay, so. Your thought of city, the first thing I'm imagining you're thinking of is like New York or LA. There's nothing like that in the mountains. Montana, it's more like kind of think of a small town and that's their capital. How about that? Does that sound good to you?
I was right next to one of those. Still no cell service.
Oh, well. That's weird. You use Mint, right?
Yeah.
Weird. I was just looking at a Mint Mobile like coverage map, and the only place I saw that was like issues was what's it called? Like Nebraska.
Nebraska of all places.
Yeah, Nebraska of all places. It was like everything was clear, and then Nebraska was just empty.
Maybe my SIM card's just outdated. I don't know.
Well, maybe. No, I'm thinking of moving to Mint Mobile. That's why I'm looking. Hey, Pigmaster, Dawn, and LinkToon, how are y'all doing? I hope y'all are ready for some fun times. So we should probably get right into it then. Let's get started.
Very well.
All right, let me get rid of the starting soon screen. Oh, and the chill lizard. There we go. All right, so we are playing the demo of a really interesting game called Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane. It is a indie game that is inspired by Ace Attorney. And we're playing the demo. Apparently the developer, Diamond Hinge, I always want to say Hedge, Diamond Hinge, is going to be create a IndieGoGo campaign to raise some money to get this game finished. So I thought, you know what? Why not we give it a try? See if we like it. If we like it, I mean, maybe I'll throw a few bucks at it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Oh, elevator pitch. I forgot about the elevator pitch of this game. Basically, it is Ace Attorney, but in a magical world. So, like Ace Attorney, but with magic. Here, let me show you. Like,
Ace Attorney.
Yeah, so more magic than Ace Attorney, more than just spirit medium shit. It's more like someone killed someone with a fireball. We have to prove it's someone else that did it.
As if Ace Attorney wasn't confusing enough.
Yeah, we're adding magic to it. All right, thank you so much, Foregathers, for the follow. Thank you so much. All right, let's get right into it. Why have you in Charmander? I have no clue what you're talking about.
Well, obviously they were having a Bible study session.
Bible study and discussion.
Exactly. What? You don't study the Bible with your parents?
Oh, there's something going on with my audio.
Oh, fun.
Crap, what is going on?
Fun fact of the day, it's Friday the 13th. Maybe we shouldn't have streamed this today.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think.
Well, too late now.
Okay, give me one moment. Something is like my headphones aren't wanting to connect.
Oh boy.
All right, say something.
Something.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, the headphones just didn't want to work. You can see the screen, right? I shared the screen with you.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not. I don't hear any sound though. Is that? Okay, I hear sound now.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what happened. The sound just like burst into my ears. I turned
Yeah,
it all the way up when I did that.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I clicked away.
That'd do it.
I clicked away to like finish everything up and good to go. All right, let's take a look at this. Am I saying that right? Tyrion Cuthbert.
Tyrion? Tyron? That's my best guess.
I'm thinking like Tyrion. I'm going Tyrion because it kind of like I've never seen it spelled out.
I'm pretty sure it's Tyron.
I'm thinking like
I don't know,
Tyrion.
maybe the game will tell us.
Maybe he will tell us. I don't think there's voice acting, but
I hope not. I love doing the voices of Ace Attorney.
You sure want? Let's start a new game. Let's do it. All right, you want me to take Tyrion?
Sure, I'll be the prosecutor this time.
All right. The fields of battle are rife with bitterness and discord. A clash of souls brought to conflict by the corrupt power that rules them. Oh, there's the judge.
Mr. Cuthbert, you may now begin your cross-examination.
The dude is 78 years old. Good for you, Judge.
I didn't even see that. All right.
Yeah, they put like the arcane art, age, occupation. So, Mr. Rudolph, you have a red nose. Is that true? You testify that you saw my client at the scene, stabbing the victim with her sword. What more, you claim to have seen her performing magic while doing so? Did you see all of this clearly?
Yes.
Okay, his occupation is driver. He is age 34. It's Rise Rudolph.
I could never forget such a ghastly sight.
Dude has some good facial hair, too.
Yeah, he trims up pretty well.
I mean, he is a driver, so I could see this man driving around in a limo.
Mm-hmm.
I see. This is one problem with your testimony, though. There is one issue with the testimony.
Oh, and what's that?
Everything you just said. Oh, we got the Ace Attorney slam. Is a complete lie.
What?
Oh.
Are you accusing the witness of perjury, defense lawyer?
Prosecutor, age 19. Blade Song is her arcane art. She's pretty cute.
Arya Steelwind, yeah.
All right, she's cute. The music does slap. This is really good.
You should know better than to make baseless claims like that.
My claims are far from baseless, Prosecutor Steelwind. Recall the state of the crime scene when the murder occurred. There's no way that the witness could have seen anything during that time, much less a murder. The courtroom is one such battle. A clash between lies and truth, corruption and justice. It is here that we lawyers fight for the souls of our clients. And it is here that my journey begins.
Huh. All right then.
Finally dressed.
Gods, I forgot how drab this town was.
I'm just pretending that's his name. That's his name now.
God.
No, finally dressed man.
Even so, I can't help but feel a little nostalgic.
No, now's not the time for sentimentality. If I can't convince that old fool, then I need to do what's necessary. Sir, we'll be arriving at the McCoy Tavern shortly. Shall I park the carriage, sir? No, this shouldn't take long. Now, please fetch my spell compendium.
Oh, snap.
Sir? Surely there's no need to. Do not forget your place, Rudolph. I will not repeat myself. Fetch my spell compendium.
I will not repeat myself, but I'm gonna repeat myself just because.
Damn, the repeating himself. It's scary. At once, sir.
Please, just let me explain. I don't want to hear it. I want you out of my house. Out! Oh.
That girl. That was the old man's daughter. Okay, so what'd she do to get thrown out of the house, I wonder?
I don't know.
Rudolph! Did that girl see us? No, it appears she stormed off in a hurry. Good. Please wait in the carriage while I carry out my business.
Aw, snap.
I will call for you if I need you. Of course, sir.
That's definitely a gruff man.
Damn. I see your temper is as short as ever, Flintheart.
You!
Honestly, how do you live in the darkness? Luxo.
What are you
that was a
doing
spell.
here? What's up?
It was a spell. I think Luxo was a spell.
Oh. Oh, he probably lit up the bar.
Yeah.
Occupation unemployed. Age 46. What are you doing here? And how dare you bring that witchcraft into my home?
You've been quite busy lately. Your rallies against the nobility have gained quite a lot of support. Too much support for my family's liking.
Oh, snap.
So this is what we're doing.
And what? You came all this way to convince me to stop?
Oh, there ain't no convincing. I'll give you my word. If you stop spreading dissidence, no harm will come to you or your family.
Oh, now you care about my family? Did you care about my family when you shut down my livelihood? Did you care about my family when your father threatened my parents? Did you care about my family when you killed my sister?
Oh. Flintheart, please. As someone you once called a friend, I'm only going to ask you one time.
Friend? Friend? I'll be dead in the ground before I call you a friend. Get out of my inn. I don't have time for your games. Oh no.
Oh. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll have much time for anything.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
Ah! Ah! Holy Lord! I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I think he might be dead.
I diagnose you with the dead. damn it! Why couldn't you have just listened to me for once? Rudolph. Yes, sir. Oh, gods! What did you... You killed him! Inform the town guard. Tell them that you saw his daughter commit the crime.
Oh, snap.
Oh. At once, sir. So this guy is kind of like the red-white of this series.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, exploiting his power and ending lives. Can't wait to bring him to justice.
And you notice how it's kind of like the first case in Ace Attorney where you see the bad guy do it, so you're like, okay, you know who it is. That's who you gotta go for. Okay, I can do this. Just take a deep breath and relax.
Are you okay, Cuthbert?
She's gonna die in the second case.
Oh, definitely.
She's Mia. She's not Mia. She's Ruby. She's 42. Okay, a MILF. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
You look like you're about to pass out.
Miss Timor, I didn't see you there.
I think it's Timora.
Timora.
Pull yourself together. What will you do if your client sees you like this?
Are you absolutely sure about this, Miss Timora? I really think that you should be the one defending this case.
This is the reason why you became a lawyer, isn't it? It was so you could defend the mages among the common folk. How do you plan on doing that if you can't handle a simple murder case?
A simple murder case, she says.
A simple murder case. Okay, lady.
Can I start smaller? Could I defend someone accused of a magical parking violation or something?
Here comes your client. Try not to look so tightly wound.
Well-dressed girl. You know what? I'm gonna check something if we can change the size of the... Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. Oh, there's a text log, though.
Oh yeah, that's common.
Okay. I was trying to see if we could, like, change the text size.
Go back to the settings real fast. Let's see. Oh, I guess we can't.
Well, this is a demo, so maybe they'll add it in full-foot version.
If the developer sees this, yes, I would personally recommend that you have the option for the text to go a little bigger. I know that's probably not easy to program in because spacing and whatnot, but just something to keep in mind. Anyway, who's this pretty lady?
Wow, she looks absolutely depressed. Hi there. My name is Torny, and I'll be your attorney today. What? I'm Tyrion Cuthbert. I'm going to be your lawyer in trial today. Oh, I'm Celeste McCoy.
Take some time to get acquainted with each other. I'm going to make some preparations before the trial.
Persuade,
okay.
Examine, talk, present. Let's talk.
Yeah, okay.
The trial. I'm sorry. This must all be very frightening for you right now. It's okay, but I just don't understand. How could they think that I'd do something like this? That's right. The victim in this case is her father, isn't it? They must have arrested you because you're a mage. What? The reports say that they found traces of magic at the same crime scene. And You were the closest mage around at the time. Is that seriously the only reason? Sometimes that's the only reason they need. They don't care about the truth. They only care about closing the case. Oh, can we read minds?
Maybe.
I can't believe this. Ugh, I think my headaches are back. Yeah, I think we were reading her mind. Interesting. So that's our magic power.
Unless she was like kind of whispering to herself.
I mean, that could be it, but he was talking about having headaches. So, you can use magic? You could use magic? You're not a noble, are you? Okay. That's interesting. Of course not! So I guess, like, mages are, like, nobility?
It seems like they're of a higher class, so I guess there were conflicts of family given that father had issue with mages and his daughter's a mage.
What if, I don't know. She is a mercenary, she's 18, and her arcane art is, spell sword. Interesting.
That's not good.
That's not good for us, because he got
that's
stabbed.
decent evidence against her.
Yeah, she got stabbed with a sword. No, dude got stabbed with a sword. Why would you think that? Oh, sorry, I just wanted to make sure. Usually, only people with noble blood can use magic.
Oh, I see.
I'm honestly not sure why I have this ability. I've never been properly trained. I only know one spell. Interesting. That could actually work out in our favor during this trial. Do you have your spell, you know, you just said it, I just forgot how to say it. Compendium with you. Do you have your spell compendium with you? No, your boss has it right now. My boss? She must be thinking. Must be talking about Miss Timora. Her spell compendium will be instrumental to acquitting her. Wonder why Miss Timora hasn't given it to me yet. I can't speak right now. I'm sorry.
Bad when you're playing a text game.
Yep. Sorry, I have to ask. How many trials have you defended? None. You look really nervous. Actually, this is my first trial. What? Oh, she's pissed. This rookie is gonna decide my future? Wow, that's kind of harsh.
I guess he can read minds.
Don't worry. My mentor will be with me the entire time. I'm sure she'll step in if I can't defend you properly. It's like, Tyrion, I'm out. I'm off for McDonald's. I'll see you later. Right. That's a complete lie. Miss Timora will sooner watch me sink than bail me out of trouble.
Gee, what a great person.
Oh, it's Bailiff.
Oh, alright.
Miss McCoy, please proceed to the courtroom with your defense team. The trial's about to begin.
I like to imagine it's the same judge and the same bailiff. All right, here goes nothing.
Hopefully the judge's face fits the voice. Okay, this works.
It kind of works.
Court is now in session for the trial of Celeste McCoy.
Dude is looking really good for being 78 years old.
Damn.
He has some like anti-aging magic going.
Yo, he's got that good hair. He's got the good old people hair.
Yeah.
This is why you get your carekeeping medication when you can. I know my dad went bald, so definitely gotta start doing some research myself.
I believe it's based off of your mom's side of the family. If your mom's side of the family's if your mom's like your grandpa from your mom's side went bald, then you'll go bald.
I don't remember what he looked like, so I think I'm better safe than sorry.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
She also has Blade Song.
Oh.
Oh, the defense is also ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Let's begin with the proceedings. Prosecutor Steelwind, could you please list the charges?
The defendant is Celeste McCoy, a mercenary for hire.
Those would be so cool having like those screens like that for paper instead of paper.
But it's magic.
Ooh.
It don't exist in this world. Why do you think we buy video games? Because the real world sucks.
She's charged with second-degree murder and negligent misuse of the arcane crafts.
That was only second-degree murder?
A second-degree murder refers to like murder that was not planned.
Ah.
That's in real life.
Oh, right. So first degree is planned, second degree is unplanned, and third degree is unintentional.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
Or no, wait, no. That's second degree manslaughter.
Manslaughter is accidental.
Yeah, okay. And what was third degree? I don't know. It's not important right now.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So the defendant in question is a mage.
Yes.
I love how the judge is looking at the ceiling and not at the proceedings, unless the judge is sitting way down below and we're talking down to the judge.
I think what it was is like the angle in Ace Attorney made it a little more natural, but here it does kind of look like he's looking up at the ceiling.
The crime occurred inside the McCoy Tavern at a local inn that was shut down years ago. The locals reported hearing a loud commotion coming from the building. Hours later, a carriage driver happened to enter the tavern.
Why was he entering a like old, worn-down tavern then?
Details. It was there that he found the victim, who was impaled with a sword owned by the defendant.
I hope she updates the autopsy report. That would be amazing.
Please, not that garbage again.
Here's the autopsy report and a record of the sword.
Autopsy report has been added to the court records. Died after being stabbed from behind with a magical blade. Fatal wounds showed heavy traces of transmutation magic. Celeste sword. The alleged murder weapon. It is ornate design sword, but has no magical properties.
So that's just a regular ass sword, okay.
Pay attention when the evidence is added to the court record, Cuthbert. A single piece of evidence could be the difference between victory and defeat.
Thanks, not Mia.
You can take a look at the court record at any time.
Okay, so that little button's the court record.
All right.
Oh, so we got spells and pro. Okay, so that's like 3 sets of things now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Right.
What was the defendant's relationship with the victim? I see they share the same last name.
He's already on top of the ball more than the Ace Attorney judge.
The defendant was the victim's daughter, but not by blood.
Oh.
Oh.
It appears that she was adopted into this family as an infant.
Okay, well, there's that.
Her birth parents are unknown.
I see. What a dreadful turn of events.
So she was adopted. That explains why she can use magic even though her family lives in the sticks.
To begin, the prosecution would like to call Commander Orem?
Orem White.
Oh boy.
Commander Orem White to the stand.
Is this game's Gumshoe?
Ooh.
Okay,
That's
not so much.
That's not friendly like Gumshoe.
Witness, please state your name and occupation to the court.
So do you want him or?
I'll take him. Name's Orem White. I'm commander of the Department of Arcane Inquisitions. We personally investigate crimes perpetrated by mages.
Now, Commander, please tell the court the details of what transpired.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's not very into his job, unlike Gumshoe.
Okay, he is 57. He also looks pretty good for being 57, too.
Yeah, not bad.
Everyone has, like, anti-aging here.
I want to live here.
I know, right? We got a call late last night. Late at night. We got a call late at night. Someone discovered a dead body inside a McCoy Inn. When we arrived to the scene, we found Flintheart and McCoy dead on the floor, with the defendant's sword still inside him. We have several witnesses who heard the victim and the defendant in a loud argument before the body was discovered. I guess their argument turned ugly because the defendant killed the victim using her magic sword. Isn't this really bad? One of her possessions is a murder weapon?
Cuthbert, it's time to cross-examine the witness. Find the inconsistencies in his testimony and present it to the courtroom.
There was an inconsistency there?
For your client's sake, you better hope so. That testimony was pretty damning. If you can't find the contradiction in the commander's testimony, this trial will be over very quickly.
But nothing sounded wrong with what he said.
Remember what I taught you. Carefully examine and dissect his testimony. Look at each statement he made, then check the court record for a piece of evidence that contradicts that statement.
I could think of one thing that contradicts it. Is that sword that is not magic.
Once you've found the correct piece of evidence, present it to the contradicting statement.
All right, I'll try. Oh, they do the Apollo Justice thing. The goal of each cross-examination is to find the statement that contradicts the truth. Use the arrows to carefully examine each statement the witness made. Once you find the contradicting statement, press present to open court record. Highlight the specific piece of evidence that contradicts the statement and present it. Okay, we got a call late at night. Someone discovered the dead body inside McCoy Inn. So we press everything, just see what happens?
Let's see what kind of stuff goes down when we press.
At what time exactly did you get this call? And who discovered the body? The call came in at 1:25 a.m. The witness who discovered wanted to remain incognito. This would be a lot easier if I could question the witness directly.
What happened when you arrived, Detective?
We arrived at the scene. We found him dead on the floor, with the defendant's sword still inside him. How do you know that that sword was my client's? Her sword was a work of art. It's the best piece of craftsmanship I've ever seen. Take a look at it in the record. It's hard to mistake something like that.
We also have several eyewitnesses who verified that the sword belonged to the defendant. She made no effort to hide it from the public. Quite the contrary, she was quite proud to show it off.
But even if the sword belonged to the defendant, that doesn't necessarily mean that she was the one who stabbed him. Yeah, well... How do they know it was my client and the victim that was arguing? There's no doubt it was them. They both got pretty loud. Witnesses nearby were sure they heard the voices of those two. Must have been an intense argument if it was that loud. Wonder what they're arguing about. I think it's this right here, because...
Yeah, because it's using your magic sword. That sword is not magic.
Let's present it. Let's do it.
Try.
Take that! Commander Wright, you said that the victim was killed using the defendant's sword. Am I correct? Yeah. What about it? I'm sorry, Commander. But the defendant's sword couldn't have possibly been the murder weapon. What are you talking about, kid? The sword was inside his body. Of course, that's what killed him. That may be the case, but take a look at the autopsy report. The fatal wound shows heavy traces of magic. So please tell me, Commander, how could a non-magical sword leave traces of magic on the body? What? If there's a magical trace on the wound, it would have needed to be in contact with something magical. My client's sword may look fancy and expensive, but is entirely non-magical. This doesn't make a lick of sense. If the sword didn't kill him, then why was it in his body?
Yes, I find that quite strange as well. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Cuthbert?
Well, there's only one reasonable conclusion, Your Honor. The wound was created magically, and the sword was shoved into the wound afterwards. What the hell are you talking about, kid? The defendant is a damn mage. She could have easily killed the victim using magic. Why would she kill the victim using magic, then stab him with her sword? That would be, she would just incriminate herself. No. If anything, this series of events proves one thing. Someone used magic to kill the victim, and stabbed my client's sword in through the wound to frame her.
Objection! Don't get ahead of yourself, you amateur.
She's scary, but I like it. What?
It's cute.
What do you mean, Prosecutor Steelwing?
Or Steel Wind.
The defense is trying to spin quite the the defense is trying to spin quite the ridiculous tale. He claims that a third party committed the crime and used the sword to frame the defendant. But wouldn't the simpler explanation be this? Magic was being channeled through the sword at the time of death. Commander, please explain to the court how the defendant's magic was used in the murder.
All right. I think I see where you're going with this. It's true that the sword itself isn't magical, but magic can still be channeled through it. The defendant over there? Her spell compendium has the spell called Mageblade. She must have used it on her sword before stabbing the victim. That spell is the reason why there is traces of transmutation magic on the wound. So, her spell compendium contains the spell Mageblade.
A spell compendium contains the magical formulas of every spell a mage is able to cast. If a spell is contained in their compendium, they can cast that spell.
Sounds pretty cool.
And if a spell isn't there, there's no way for the compendium owner to cast it. It's the first law of magic, a rule with no exceptions.
Can I have her spell compendium then? Looking at the parameter of Mageblade could really help.
Not yet.
What are you talking about, Ruby? Let us have it.
I do not like Ruby so far.
What? But don't I need that to find a contradiction in his testimony?
I think this is a good opportunity for you.
Yeah, let's fight. I will fight you for that book.
There were parts of his testimony that were a bit lacking. If you press those statements, you might be able to gain new information that you can use.
Okay, so this is the pressing tutorial portion.
I had a feeling that it was that.
I'll hold on to her spell compendium until I think it's necessary for you to have it.
Okay, so she's trying to be like Mother Bird and teach you by making you actually work for it. All right, if you say so. Cross-examine time. During cross-examination, you can press to question current statements. Doing this can introduce new information into the witness's testimony and give you the contradiction you need to move on. Let's press it. Are you saying that my client used a spell and channeled it through her sword?
There are a vast number of spells that operate like that. Spells from the School of Transmutation are almost always channeled through an object.
That sounds pretty cool, like fire swords and stuff like that. That's like the coolest like magical weapon I can think of. It's like a fire sword. I guess there are all kinds of spells out there. You know, White's hair kind of reminds me of Phoenix's hairdo. Yeah, it kind of does.
If Phoenix was a decrepit old man, yeah.
Mageblade?
It's a transmutation spell that fortifies the sword, making it sharper and deadlier. It's mainly used by swordmen to cut right through an enemy's plate armor.
Wouldn't it be excessive for my client to use a spell like that on the victim? I highly doubt that he was wearing any kind of armor at the time.
The victim and the defendant were in an intense argument. Perhaps she used the spell in a fit of rage. It was a crime of passion, after all.
That theory's a bit far-fetched. But I'll need some concrete evidence to disprove it. She must have used it on her sword before stabbing the victim. And why would she do that? Her sword alone should have been more than enough to commit the murder. Mages always looking for an excuse to throw their power around. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Isn't that just your own personal bias, Commander?
We don't need to understand why the defendant did what she did.
Yes, you do. It's called a motive.
It's part of the motive.
Woman, what are you talking about?
The fact of the matter is that magic was present at the crime scene. Do you have proof that those traces weren't left by your client?
Yes, we didn't skip the opening cutscene.
Actually, can you check the autopsy report real fast?
Oh, sure thing.
Let's take a good look at you. Okay. Died after stab from behind, magic blade, fatal wound, showed heavy traces of transmutation magic. Okay. Can you go to the profiles real fast?
Yeah, we got nothing.
What?
They're probably, remember this is like the tutorial mission. They don't want to overload you with stuff. We're probably going to get the magic parts just going to be like everyone's spells that they can have.
That's what I thought.
That spell. Wouldn't that have created traces of magic on the ground too?
How so?
Well, let's say we follow the prosecution's theory. That would mean that the victim fell on the ground with the sword still inside him. Mageblade would still be affecting the sword, right? It would definitely leave a magical trace on the ground after making physical contact with it. We're already way ahead of you. We had our people scan the crime scene and found traces of transmutation magic on the ground, just like you said.
Doing the Godot smile.
He is. He got that smug grin down pats. My dude has Phoenix's hair, Godot's grin, and I forgot dude's name, but he was the police chief in the episode 5. Remember him?
Damon Gant?
Yeah, Gant, that's it. And he has Gant's beard. If you still don't believe me, I have a picture of the crime scene right here. There it is. Stabbed in the front, not the back.
Oh.
A picture of the crime scene. An alternate version shows traces of magic detected. Looks like there's traces of magic on the ground. But this shape is a little weird, isn't it?
I wasn't aware of this photo of the crime scene. Why wasn't it brought to my attention?
There was no need. This case is open and shut.
No, it's not. If the prosecution can't provide the evidence.
Okay, so he is cocky, but he's just as kind of bad as a job as good old Gumshoe.
See, at least Gumshoe was stupid. This dude has a personal bias against mages, which he is letting cloud his judgment. So he's set up to take a worse fall than Gumshoe ever could.
Regardless, I must ask that you add these details into your testimony.
Yeah. She's pissed. She saw it. What was that just now?
Actually,
Objection, dumbass!
Haven't you heard?
You absolute failure! Did Gumfuck not tell you?
It's like, you dumb fuck, why didn't you tell me? Tell me why. The defense attorney's just sitting over there dancing. Haven't you heard, dumbass?
I'm sorry, Commander White, but it seems you've made another glaring contradiction. Oh yeah? And what's that? Just imagine this guy drinking scotch while up here, not caring at all. You said that my client stabbed the victim from the front? Am I correct? Yeah, you can see it plain and simple in that picture. So, where's your contradiction? That's just the thing, Commander. Why don't you take a look at the autopsy reports? If the photo shows the victim being impaled from the front, then why does the autopsy report say it was impaled from behind? What?
Orem. Why wasn't this photo brought to my attention before the trial?
Oh, she's pissed. She's pissed.
She has a right to be.
You were supposed to release everything that you had to me.
There was no need! There's no way it could have been anyone other than that damn mage girl!
Order! Order in the court! I will have order. Mr. Cuthbert, what's the meaning of this?
I'll tell you what the meaning behind this is, Your Honor. As the autopsy report states, the victim died from a stab wound originating from his back. But this crime scene photo proves another indisputable fact. The sword was inserted into the wound after the fatal wound has already been created. Otherwise, how else would the sword be facing the wrong way? Maybe she used a spell to switch its direction. My client only knows one spell, and it's not capable of doing anything like that. And even if she did, what would be the logic behind that? No, what clearly happened is that the real murderer stuck the sword through the victim's wound to implicate my client. But they made a careless mistake and stuck the sword through the opposite side.
You've done well, Tyrion. But it's not over yet.
You know what she looks like? You know those meme comics of like the Zoomer girl?
I think I've seen one.
She looks like that that right there. What?
No, I
what
imagine
do you mean?
most Gen Zers being uglier than this.
Oh my gosh. Aren't you a Gen Zer?
I think so.
I think so. What do you mean?
Objection! And once again, you've gotten ahead of yourself, defense lawyer.
How so? I believe he has adequately cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Is that so? Then let me ask you one question, defense lawyer. If your client didn't kill Flintheart McCoy, then who did?
That's not my job to prove. Who knows? Leave that for the commander to figure out.
Oh, I'm well aware of the commander's incompetence. But one fact still stands. There was magic detected on the wound and the sword. Would you like to tell me how many mages live in that small town?
I don't like where she's going with this.
Just one. There's only one registered mage in that entire town. And that mage was your client.
What?
The defendant was also the last known person with the victim when he was alive. And she was the only mage anywhere close to the area. How she murdered the victim is simply an unanswered question.
Oh,
I
sorry.
see. That does change things dramatically.
Oh, hang on, Discord. Okay, there it goes.
I can't say the prosecution's evidence is irrefutable. But there is still enough evidence to cast guilt upon the defendant.
Oh no! I almost had it!
There are still too many unanswered questions to conclude this trial. We will give the law enforcement time to clear these unknowns. I suggest that they conduct the investigation more thoroughly this time.
Oh, Judge is mad too.
We will resume the trial of Celeste McCoy tomorrow morning. Court is adjourned.
Hey, we survived the first day!
Cool.
Well done, Cuthbert. Not bad for your first trial.
That was the most stressful thing I've ever experienced. But I have to admit, that was pretty exhilarating.
See? You were born for this line of work. On that note, I should give you this.
About damn time. Celeste's spell Caponium. It's an old dusty Capanium. It's an old dusty journal. Contains the formula for the following spell: Mageblade. For a duration of this spell, the edges of this object, usually a blade, becomes unnaturally sharp, making it more effective at slashing through tough material. While under the effects of the spell, the object emits a yellow radiant glow. The target object must be no longer than 5 feet cube. Celeste Spell Compendium.
You can look at descriptions for spells under the spell tab in the court record.
And she only knows one spell.
Yes, Mageblade.
Then the prosecution needs to prove that she used that specific spell.
It will restrict how the prosecution approaches this case. But that prosecutor is really something else.
You mean Prosecutor Steelwind?
You wouldn't even know it, but this was her first trial as well.
Huh.
Bunch of rookies. Wait, really?
I'd thought that her inexperience would make her a good opponent for your first trial. But that girl, she's a natural in the courtroom. I wonder why a Steelwind would choose to become an attorney in the first place.
Oh, so she's nobility. Well, it makes sense because she has magic.
Yeah, I did notice she had magic.
What do you mean?
The Steelwinds are a powerful noble house. Of the autocracy, they're probably the closest to the royal family.
Damn. She's close to royalty.
The members of their house usually take high-ranking positions in the kingdom's military. It's a bit strange that she chose to become a prosecutor despite that.
Steelwind. Why does that name sound familiar?
Well, anyways, it's best that you focus on the current trial. You have about a day until court resumes tomorrow.
Right.
You should investigate the crime scene. I wouldn't be surprised if the Inquisition missed something there.
Yeah. I can't believe Commander White conducted such a shoddy investigation.
Don't expect them to make that mistake again. They'll be more wary of you after how much you embarrassed them today. You should also talk to our client.
You mean Celeste?
She didn't say a word about that argument with her father. It might be something worth looking into.
True. Wonder why she wouldn't mention something that important.
Go out there and get the tools you need for our client's acquittal. Her fate rests on your shoulders.
Right. Would I like to save? Oh, heck yeah. 10 files. Okay. The cold-hearted...
The
the cold-hearted aristocrat. Investigation. All right. My mother had always said that I was a miracle from the gods. But I've known the truth for a long time. I'm just a curse. What is...
Peasant woman. Have you seen the McCoy's child? She looks nothing like her mother.
Do you think Flintheart was having an affair?
I wouldn't be surprised. That man has never been right after what happened to his sister.
Hush now. We were told never to speak of that.
Did you hear what the merchant said about the McCoy girl? She has the ability to do magic.
There's no way that's true. Everyone knows how Flintheart hates magic.
Who knows? Maybe Flintheart had a fling with a noblewoman.
Yeah, that doesn't happen.
I wish all of you would just shut up. None of you know what you're talking about. My end's being shut down? On what grounds?
Your business has been tied to several organizations plotting against the monarchy. Lord Pierce can no longer turn a blind eye to dissidents. Flintheart, if you put a stop to these rallies, I might be able to convince him to reconsider.
So that's the game he's playing. Well,
Submit or you're destroyed.
well, you could tell your lord it will take a lot more to Zdude Flintheart McCoy.
Please be reasonable, Flintheart. This isn't a fight you can win.
Rudolph doesn't have any arcane arts either. I'm not going to take advice from a bootlicker like you. Get out of my house!
Fine. Don't say that I didn't warn you. Damn, his wife's hot.
Flintheart, I understand why you're doing this. But can we really survive without the inn?
I don't know. I'll try to sort something out. I have to say, all the character design in this game is awesome.
Yeah, they got good character art.
I thought I could use magic to help them. I wanted to stop being a burden. Well, looks like your papers are in order. You're now officially a registered mage. Thank you. Don't think this gives you a pass to sling your magic around. If something happens, I'll be right there to bring the law down upon you.
Thanks for the warm welcome, ass.
He's just the king of warm welcomes. I don't like this. My own daughter shouldn't have to take work as a mercenary. It's okay, Dad. I'm a lot stronger than I look. Anyway, how else are we going to survive with the inn closed? Is that why? That's none of your responsibility, Celeste. You took me in when I was abandoned all those years ago. You and Mom have taken care of me for so long. Please, just let me do this for you. Just stay safe, okay? I don't know what I'd do if anything happened to you.
Okay.
Even then, I hid my powers from them. But I still thought I could finally use powers for something good. I finally started to accept this part of me. Ha! Ha! There's my little soldier. Tell me, Celeste, how many bandits have you run through?
Flintheart!
Sorry. I'm proud of you, Celeste. Without you, I don't know how we'd survive. I'm making a lot of gold now. I'm saving up to buy a house in the capital. Maybe, then we can... Sorry, Celeste. I can't leave this town just yet. This is about your rallies, isn't it? Please, Dad, you have to stop. What are you going to do if nobility decides they want to get rid of you? Celeste, I have to see this through. I've come too far now. Then I'm going to stay here. What? If you won't stop, well then at least I can stay here and protect you. There's no way I'll ever let you.
I don't think you have a say in this, Flintheart.
Fine. Do as you wish. I doubt I could stop you, even if I tried.
So is that why he, kicked her out of the house?
Probably.
He was scared that she'd get hurt.
That's the argument. I finally started to think that magic wasn't such a bad thing after all. Oh, he probably found out about her magic.
What?
He found out about the magic. They were already kind of, he was already kind of upset. They were upset with each other. That was the final straw. He kicked her out.
Let's see.
I should have known better. I'm home! What's wrong? What is it? What is this? My spell companion! How did he... That's just a journal I've been... Don't even think about lying to me! Do you think I don't know what a spell companion looks like? How did you... Whose is it? Who does this book belong to? It's mine. What? For a long time now, I've been able to use magic. No. No! Dad, Don't you dare call me that! How dare you sully my home with this witchcraft? Please, just let me explain. I don't want to hear it. I want you out of my house. Out! I've lied to him about it for so long. I was so scared what would happen if he ever found out. I deserved every bit of his anger. I betrayed him. But I was still so selfish. I thought he might be able to forgive me. Dad? Siejax? Hello? Hello? Hello, hello? Did we lose Siejax? Hello? Hello? I think we did. Give me one moment, guys. Hello? Oh. Yeah, I think we might have lost him. Yeah, he just disconnected. Maybe he's having an issue with Discord? We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Please stand by. One moment. Yeah, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Please stand by, everyone. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back, and we will continue on with the stream. All right. Hello. Let's see here. All right. So I just got a message from Siejax. It looked like his internet just kind of just stopped working. So we're going to wait for him for a moment. Or should we just kind of continue without him? Rip Siejax internet. Normally it happens to me. That's the surprising part. Normally it happens to me. It's not Siejax. I can't be blamed this time. All right, so while we wait a little bit, hello everyone. I did do the little normal introduction, so hello Gold Connor, how you doing? How you doing, Pigmaster? For those that are just joining, we are playing a game called Tyrion Cuthbert. It is a demo. It is a indie game that was created by DMadHacks. Yeah, DMadHacks. And it is about to have an IndieGoGo campaign. Maybe because you're the one streaming this time, streamer bias. Yeah, I guess so. This is a pretty interesting game. I kind of like it. Right now, it's kind of hitting all the check marks right now, being pretty cool stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and get Chill Lizard off the screen. Oh, I've seen you in the chat, Bonfire. How you doing, dude? I've been editing drawings. Nice, dude. Nice. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and continue, and then we'll just give all Siejax his positions back. Also, how you doing, Frosty? I hope you're feeling okay. Hope you're doing fine. Let's... So far, my room expansion is almost complete. There you go. That's nice. Been better since this morning, at the very least. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Definitely. Yeah, this day was pretty. I wouldn't say rough. It was busy. That's probably the best way to put it. It's been a busy day. Busy week. This week has been pretty go. Especially this weekend, we're having a yard sale, so that's fun. Oh, Discord just kicked me out of the call, so I have to call him back. Ring, 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 ring. He's still having internet issues. Oh no. I'll definitely have to give him crap though. Definitely will. So, let me know, guys. What is your thoughts with this game so far? Are you thinking just from the demo? Just from the demo, do you think it's just as good as Ace Attorney? Better? Worse? Anything like that? I definitely like the idea of kind of giving the dev some feedback if he's here, if he's watching this, either the VOD or watching live right now. So far it's been really great. The character design has been amazing. I love the design of all the characters. Just I feel as if maybe being able to increase the what is it called, the text readability a little bit. But yeah, I love the music too. The music's pretty good. I see it's wearing its Ace Attorney inspiration on its sleeve, and I like that. I love the fact that we're getting to the point where there's Ace Attorney indie games, games that are inspired by Ace Attorney. It definitely looks like if Ace Attorney had magic users. Yeah, pretty much. I think one thing I would add is an option to make text box transparent. That is a good one too. I agree with that one. Oh. Didn't mean to make that go. So, I think I'll just continue on. We can let Siejax know. Celeste, where have you been? I was so worried. Mom, what's going on? Who are these people? You. I should have known it was you. You're under arrest. What? Let go of me. Where's my dad? Your dad's dead. And you're the one who killed him. What? No! No! But that was too hopeful, wasn't it? I promised you that I would protect you, but I couldn't even do that. I'm a worthless daughter, and I deserve forgiveness. Oh, hey, dude!
I want a fucking terrorist blow up my router right now.
Well, that's not going to solve the issue. That's just going to make the issue even worse.
It is going to make me a whole lot happier if it explodes.
What happened?
I don't know. It just decided, time to have a fucking stroke.
It's like, oh,
yeah,
it's
router,
close.
Stroke your mom.
It's like, oh, it's close to 6 p.m. Time for me to die. I was just...
All right, router, let's have a nice, good stream. Actually, objection, dumbass. Could you take a look at this fucking failure?
it just dies.
I'm angry. I'm really angry. How much did I miss?
You didn't miss much. We talked about... I took a quick break. We talked about what our thoughts about the game are. That type of stuff. And then you missed the fact that Celeste got arrested.
Well, we already knew she was arrested.
Well, yeah, that's like that part of the flashback.
Okay, so let's see how much. So I saw that she became a mercenary to save her family from starving.
Yep.
And her father kicked her out because he found out she's a magician.
Mm-hmm. And then she wanted to come back to she wanted to come back to like ease things over. She thought time would solve all. She came back to the crime scene and was arrested on the scene.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And Commander White pretty much basically arrested her on site. Let's continue.
I'm kind of like... I've seen this whole, like, disowned by the family thing just too many times. I'm just kind of bored of it. You know what I mean?
No, I get it.
It's like I think it would have been a lot more interesting had the father, been worried something was going to have her, so he, acted like that to get her away.
Maybe, I mean, I think he was really...
Just my personal thing.
He was really... He's pissed off. He hates royalty. He hates the magic users. So he was already kind of like... He's not thinking straight. He didn't see his daughter as his daughter at that point. He saw her as a magic user, which is the devil. I think that's what it's kind of getting at. What he's thinking. Maybe we'll hear more about it. Maybe someone has like the ability to raise the dead so they can talk or something.
Yeah, let's see. Anyway, can you share the game with me again?
Oh yeah, of course. Share your screen. There we go. Boop doop. You can see it, correct?
It's low. Okay, there we go.
You can see Celeste in the dungeon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check the stream was on Discord wasn't updating. Dad, So this is McCoy Inn. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here?
Oh, you know, just here to get some more stuff to embarrass you in court further tomorrow.
Also, I heard they have really awesome loggers, so I'm here.
Mostly to embarrass you, though.
Yeah, at the same time. I'm
preparing my dance and everything. What do you think? Should I do the whip on your face? You know, maybe a little victory nay-nay?
He's gonna whip and nay-nay. He's gonna he's gonna do Fortnite default dance on him.
Yes, there we go. Shall I go ahead and default Fortnite default dance on your notice of reduced salary?
That's so 2018, 2019. I love it.
The Fortnite dance is still funny though.
Yeah, it is.
I don't care what anyone says.
Orange Justice.
Yeah, there we go. Orange Justice as the confetti falls.
I'm the lawyer they accused. I have as much right to investigate the scene as you do. Yeah, whatever. Just don't touch anything. Sometimes, Tyrion must go on the field and investigate the crime for himself. During the investigation, you will be able to examine, talk, move, present, and persuade. Okay, we know examine. What is persuade? Attempt to persuade someone to help you. This is only available for after certain criteria has been met. Interesting. Help. So, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about the case. Me help you? You got a lot of nerve, kid. I saw who your boss is. What's that supposed to mean? I won't get anywhere at this rate. Looks like I'll need to persuade him to help me. Oh! Persuasion. During the investigation, you'll sometimes have the opportunity to persuade a person to help you. Persuading people is not necessary to progress through the game, but it will make your investigations easier. Furthermore, successfully persuading someone will build your relationship and unlock unique events. Can I take White on a date? Or someone else.
I'm gonna go. If you do that, I'm gonna go ahead and dip, order a pizza or something, because I don't want to be around to see that nightmare happen.
Okay, what about Steelwind though?
You have my attention.
Let's do it.
Yes! Steelwind on a date.
All right. Oh, that's pretty cool.
What?
It pops up with like magnifying glasses.
Oh, it like locks to different area. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea.
Looks like an arcane Inquisition lit some candles. But why would they do that instead of turning on the dining room lights?
So there's electricity in this world?
I guess so. I would think if it was magic. Most of the time when I think magic, I think like the Dark Ages. It's a shattered piece of glass bottle. Someone must have dropped it. Ooh, the shattered remains of a glass bottle found next to where the body was. I love this music. It has kind of like a goofy feel to it.
It's definitely investigation type music.
Wow, it's a lamp fueled by arcane energy. Surprised to see artificery in a town like this. Bah, artificery is just another brand of that good-for-nothing magic. Well, technically, artificery draws power from ley lines to produce energy, which is then... I didn't ask for a science lesson. Okay, so it's electricity.
So it's like electricity, but not electricity.
It's not electricity, just like how this is not gumshoe.
Do we have electricity in this world? Well, yes, but actually no.
Anyway,
well, I guess in this case it'd be more like well, no, but actually yes.
Well, no, but to keep in with the theme, technically. Anyway, look at where rallying your artificery got these folks. Their arcane generator broke down, and now they're living in complete darkness for days. Nothing beats good old oil and flame. Interesting.
Solar.
That must mean... How does the generator affect the crime scene? Oh.
Oh, okay. Well, this is interesting.
This is interesting. Okay, so we have the
I was
lights.
concentrated on thinking of funny things to say, so... Okay. So this game actually really requires you to pay attention.
It does. I like this.
Okay, alright.
Flintheart had no energy. Oh wait, Flintheart had no energy during the murder?
Oh, I get it. The town had no energy.
Oh, the
We are
town.
talking about, like, not electricity. The town had no energy during the murder.
How does the generator affect the crime scene? The town had no energy. No. The generator for the inn was broken for the last week, and those lamps draw power from it. I need to think about how that would affect the details of the case.
I guess the lights had no energy during the murder.
Right! If the arcane generators weren't functioning, then the lights wouldn't be on during the murder. No. Oh, so instead of being told there was no energy, you had to deduce it.
Ah.
Oh, so this is like a straight up investigation type thing.
Okay.
Oh, I like this. Like, in my opinion, the weakest part of the Ace Attorney games were the investigating parts. The McCoy and Inn's arcane generator was broken at the time of the murder. The lamps didn't have any power and couldn't have been turned on. I take it if you had a better, relationship with Mr. White here, he would have just told you that up front. This must have been where Flintheart died. There's a large pool of blood here. Lamp fueled by arcane energy, the generator's broke, so it couldn't have been on during the murder. That's why, because... all these... Okay, what's this? More candles?
It's booze.
Why am I only able to... I don't want to look at the lamps! I get it!
I would kind of say, like, how the magnifying glass kind of locks onto things. I do think it takes a little bit away of the investigative feeling. You know, I think it was kind of fun to, like, actually drag it around in the Ace Attorney games and just like, ooh, yellow, oh, that means something's here. But I can see why they took this approach.
Okay, I'm gonna go back. Maybe we could talk? Oh, here we go.
Ooh, okay.
Did something happen between you and Miss Timora? Ha! Miss Timora. What are you, her lackey or something? No, actually. She's my guardian. Oh!
You mean the woman who was directing us through court?
Yeah.
Huh.
He's...
Okay.
I guess she's his adopted, or guardian or something? Oh.
Possibly a godmother?
Maybe. Look, kid. I'm telling you this for your own good. Nothing good will come to you staying close to that woman. Her hands are dirty, and so are those filthy mages she defends. This is about the rumors, isn't it? It's more than just rumors. I've seen it myself. That woman is evil, kid. Interesting. Mages. Let's hear about mages. You really don't like mages, do you? Yeah, what about it? Wow, you didn't even try to deny it. If you had any sense, you'd hate them too.
Look, I'm not gonna hate an entire group of people just because one of them smashed my window by mistake.
All some kid has to do is wave their hand and say hocus pocus. And next thing you know, someone's dead on the ground. I think I get his whole point. He's like a grizzled, investigator. He's seen so many crimes, so now he's just like, oh, all these people are the same.
Okay, so I wasn't too far off.
Yeah, pretty much. I think you had the right idea.
I mean, I can get why someone, you know, becomes like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The more you see... I mean, everybody is, you know, constructed based on the things they see and the environments they reside in.
And with, like, my, what am I trying to look for? The degree of, in, like, marketing and stuff like that, you learn about, like, biases. Like, people have bias. And you also kind of, like, stereotype people, not basically on, based on their, like, skin color or stuff like that, but just how they live their life. Like, kind of like, you know how a detective will see things compared to, like, a nurse, for example.
Well, yeah, an environment is, like, not actually a bad way to, you know, gain some perspective on a person.
Mm-hmm. Most of them are nobles, nobles too. All they had to do is make a few calls to their friends. Then I'm suddenly ordered to look the other way. Oh yeah, he's just a victim of his circumstances as well. His hands are tied and he's pissed about it.
Makes sense.
At least this time, the perp doesn't have a noble house to protect him from the law.
Wouldn't that mean you'd, you know, be a little more lenient towards them?
No, because he's been...
That's asking too much.
He's been restrained from being able to actually prosecute these people. So now he's putting it all in there. He's pouring it on.
I mean, he's definitely not being objective with the case, so...
But don't you realize what you're doing? You've made it so that the system only convicts mages among the common folk. Save it. The girl's guilty. There's nothing you or your boss can do to change that.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Maybe that devil will finally lose a case for once. What did you just say? I said that your boss can't weasel her way out of this one. Psychological profile is complete.
Okay, so let's talk a bit more. There were a few more things to... Okay. Steelwind.
I heard that this was Prosecutor Steelwind's first trial. She's pretty good for a first-timer. A pain in my ass is what she is. That damn mage came in here telling me how to do my job. Well, none of this would have happened if you've done your job right in the first place. That girl sweats the details way too much. She even had my men draft up geometric maps of the crime scene.
Being thorough is good in the field of law, buddy.
A map of the crime scene? Do you have a copy? Sure, knock yourself out. Oh, perfect. Let's take a look at that. Nice. Oh my gosh,
I don't see where the body was, though.
Body was like right here.
I can't see your mouse, so I don't know where right here is.
Well, I mean, right by the table. The left of the table.
Which table?
Top right table. It's the left of that one.
To the left of the top right table. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
I would personally say, like, it might be a good idea to know where the body was on these maps.
It might be updated later.
Sure.
Each grid is a 5x5 square as well. Okay. Honestly, I have no idea what she's even doing in this line of work. She's a mage, right? I heard she's pretty good at using magic. That's an understatement. If she really wanted to, she could turn this entire town into a burnt crater. Holy crap. There's no way that's true, right? Maybe we persuade? Might be able to convince the commander to give me some information on this case. But he seems to have a personal grudge against me. If I could clear the air, maybe he'll help me. Before attempting to persuade someone, it helps to find out more about them. You can build a psychological profile by talking with them or presenting them with evidence for them to react to. Profile will give you clues on which dialogue options will be most effective during persuasions. You will not be able to repeat it once it starts. Once it's started. Let's do this.
So this is where the branching paths of the story can come from, I bet.
He's extremely stubborn and stuck in his ways. He will dismiss rational criticism if it doesn't match with his preconceived notions. He has a grudge against Ruby Timora, so distancing yourself from her will be effective. He will react negatively if you try to defend her. However, he will respect you if you defend yourself from personal attacks. Alright, let's do this. I understand not wanting to help the defense in this case. But do you have a problem with me? You know exactly why I have a problem with you. Or does your boss not tell you what she gets up to? It doesn't... Okay, so there's... Okay. Doesn't matter how you feel about me or Miss Timora. What matters is my client deserves a fair trial with fair representation. You have no right to throw baseless accusations at me or my mentor. I'm an attorney doing my job. Should we try to deflect?
Let's see. Regardless of what Mr. Timora has done, I'm the one heeding this case. Whatever problems you have with her, they have nothing to do with me. Let's look at rationalize one more time.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter how you feel about me or Mr. Timora. What matters is my client deserves a fair trial with fair representation.
He dismissed rational criticism, so I don't think that would work. I think we deflect.
I guess deflect.
Because we need to try to distance ourselves from Ruby.
Okay.
I'm the one heading this case. Whatever problem you have with her, they have nothing to do with me. Hey, it worked! That doesn't change the fact that she's helping you. Why would I ever trust you? You've heard the rumors about your mentor, haven't you? Forgery, bribery, blackmail. That's how the great Ruby Timora defends a case. So, why would I ever trust someone who's so close to her? What proof do you have beyond a few rumors? You can't...
Well, he's claiming he's seen that kind of stuff himself, so...
He's stuck in his ways. We can't really rationalize with that. Forget about the rumors. I'm asking you to give me a fair chance. Do you honestly think that someone like me could do any of those things? He's trying to convict your client off of basically nothing.
True.
Because I'm not Miss Timora. Have you, you've seen how I've defending this case. Do you honestly think I'm doing any of those things you're mentioning? I think deflect might be... I think deflect.
Yeah.
Because I'm not Miss Timora. You've seen how I'm defending this case. Do you honestly think I'm doing any of those things you mentioned? No, I suppose not. No! You know what? Cut the crap, kid! You're trying to trick me into with your sincere act, aren't you? Just what I expect for someone from someone taught by her.
Okay, let's see.
If I'm trying to trick you, then I'm doing a terrible job because you haven't trusted me.
Okay, so if we keep deflecting, I think it's gonna, end badly. What does defend say?
Defend is, have you ever stopped to consider that you're wrong about me? I'm not a con man trying to scam you. I wouldn't try to talk to you so sincerely if I was. That's a good one. No, I want his help, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay, so I think, I don't know, I feel like if we keep going deflect, then he's just gonna catch on to our act.
Yeah,
so
deflect, deflect, I think we're going to lose this whole encounter if we deflect
Okay, what did Rationalize say again?
Must be doing a terrible job because you haven't trusted me from the beginning. He says that he will respect you if you try to defend yourself, so that's kind of like putting ourselves down. I think defend is the right boat.
Let's try it.
Have you ever stopped to consider that you're wrong about me? I'm not some con man trying to scam you. I wouldn't be trying to talk to you so sincerely if I was.
Ah, good call.
You just want some info, right? Yeah, that's all I'm asking for. Fine. I'll throw you a bone. Don't make me regret this. You won't. Ah, there we go! I like the persuasion system. That's really cool.
That's a neat little system. Okay, so information.
So you wanted some info on the case, right? I don't know what to tell you, kid. Even with the hiccup during the trial today, this case seems pretty open and shut. Was there anything off about the crime scene during the night of the murder? Well, there was a blackout during the week. A blackout? Seems the mage girl paid someone to set up some artificeries in the inn. There's an arcade generator in the basement that powers a bunch of magical lights in the inn. Problem is, the generator was broken for the last week. Oh yeah, I should probably mention the bottle. Oh, we found that ourselves. There's this weird bottle shattered next to the body. It's probably nothing, but it looks foreign.
Damn, they killed him with the good wine.
That's how you know you're rich, if you kill someone with your best wine.
Oh, hey, Trombley, 748. And fucking breaks it and stabs him with it.
Rudolph, hand me my 1923 Chardonnay. I'm about to kill this bitch with it.
Rudolph, get the cherry spiced one. But sir, there were only 2 of those made. I know.
He should be honored.
Oh boy.
Ain't no drink I've ever heard of. All right, thanks. Yeah. Oh, upper hallway. Let's take a look at that.
Oh, that's Arya. If you keep coming here, people will start asking questions. Leave the investigation to me. All you have to do is sit easy until that girl is convicted.
Oh.
Enough. She's conspiring with that guy?
Yeah. Oh, she has a little venom.
I will do as I see fit. You may be a Steelwind, but this is my land.
Oh, sorry.
Oh? You must be the defense attorney for the trial.
I am. I'm sorry, who?
Ah, how rude of me. I am Lord Garrick Pierce. Okay. The ruling noble of this land.
Pierce, have we heard that name before? And dude is looking really good for being 42.
He's 40. Holy hell! I would have guessed like 25 at the most.
Yeah. Holy shit, what are these people doing for their, like, anti-Asian cream?
I don't know, but I am highly interested. I must thank you for playing your role in this current trial. As misguided as it may be.
They're doing a really good job making this guy a smug asshole. So, I suppose that you also think my client is guilty?
It does not matter what I think. This entire scandal has done nothing but rile up the common folk. Magic is a gift of the nobility, and the nobility alone. Oh, so he's got his own reason for wanting that girl in jail.
Yeah.
It is a symbol of the aristocracy and our divine right to rule. And now that bastard child has tainted that symbol in the public eye.
All of that has nothing to do with her. She's just an innocent girl who's all wrapped up in all of this.
Even if she is innocent, the charges have been laid and made to the public. Someone must take the fall, lest the public accuse the judicial system of corruption.
So you're saying that she should be found guilty even if she's innocent?
And what do you suppose will happen if she's acquitted? All the public will see is a mage going free in spite of a myriad of evidence. That alone will be enough to cause public outrage. Well, he's not wrong there. Tensions between the aristocracy and the common folk are high enough as is. What is one insignificant girl when compared to the stability of our kingdom?
You know, it's easy for them to say up there.
It's always easy for the elites to say this kind of garbage.
That's
enough. Stop antagonizing him, Pierce. I can't refute what he said, but I don't agree with it either.
what?
The system should be based on truth and justice, not public opinion.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Okay, so maybe she has her heart in the right place. Then why are you working against my client? Do you honestly think that she's the kind of person that would kill her father?
It doesn't matter what kind of person she appears to be. The evidence clearly points to her as the only possible killer. But you should fight for your own beliefs. Just as I will fight for mine.
Is there anything to examine here?
She definitely seems to have her priorities in a good place.
Right? Maybe that's why she decided to become...
so she probably doesn't know that he killed that girl. Or, I mean, that man.
Well, he did say that he is the lord of this area, so maybe she's just trying to say, stay out of this. It's a door to one of the many rooms in the inn. It's a shame it was forced to close down. Okay, so they just kind of repeat themselves.
Or maybe there's one specific door that we have to click on. Try them all.
This door looks different from all the others. It's an intricate lock, too. Could this be Celeste's room? Okay, let's go ahead and check them all.
Looks like you made it for the panty raid.
You mean girls, right?
Yeah.
Girls.
Oh, yeah.
You know that episode's like been delisted from a lot of streaming services apparently?
I've heard about that.
I think that's so dumb. I mean, the whole joke was that they accidentally raid his mother's house. Like, come on.
Oh, hi, Mr. Cuthbert. No need to act so formal. Just call me Tyrion. Okay. I have some questions about the case. Can you help me answer them? Okay. I'll anything I could do to help. Oh, maybe we could get a psychological thing with her, too. You were amazing today. I would have never guessed it was your first trial. Thanks, but it's not over yet. But I still don't understand. Why were there traces of magic on my dad's body? Did you cast Mageblade on your sword that day? I did.
Uh-oh.
I have to use it a lot in my line of work, so I try to practice with it every day. Did the trace on my sword leave the magical trace on my dad's body? No. The second law of magic doesn't work like that. For a spell to leave a trace, the spell has to be active when physical contact is made. So there's no such thing as residue.
Okay.
I use Fireball. I use Fireball in my hand. It goes away, then I touch you. You won't have Fireball on you.
Yeah, that seems to be right.
Okay, fair enough. They're doing a good job explaining all this. It has logic behind it. What does that mean then? That means that the murder weapon had a transmutation spell active on it at the time. The magical trace on your sword was just a lucky coincidence for the real killer. I can't believe this. Your father. Can you tell me a little bit more about your father? Sorry, I know it must be hard for you after everything that happened. No, it's okay. If it helps you do your job, I'll do my best to answer your questions. Were you two close? We were. I'm sure you know by now, but I'm adopted. But even though I didn't have his blood, he loved me so much. He spoiled me a lot as a kid. We were inseparable until... Until what? Is she talking about the argument that they had? Could you tell me more about the argument that you had with your father? Sorry, I should have told you and Miss Timora about what happened. For as long as I could remember, my dad has hated mages. Because of that, I never told my family that I could use magic. They didn't know? I've been keeping my abilities hidden for my entire life. But that all changed when my dad found my spell compendium. I'm not sure why, but if you so much as mentioned magic around him, he'd fly into a rage. It would have taken forever to calm him down when he got like that. But despite that, you still created a spell compendium. You really wanted to. You could have gone your whole life without using magic. Ever since our inn closed, my family's been in a lot of debt. I decided to become a mercenary and use my magic to enhance my sword fighting. Wait, you're a mercenary? Most mages are in the nobility, so people will pay a lot for a sellsword who can use magic. I made quite a lot of gold from that. Wow, I never knew that. When my dad found out that I could use magic, he flew into one of his rages. He yelled at me and told me that I betrayed him and his family. I knew deep down that I lost whatever love he had for me that night. Don't say that! I'm sure he still loves you! No, I could see it in his eyes. He hated me. And he died hating me. Let's present... Wait. Let's present the sword.
Okay. Did it do anything?
Maybe? Is that just like the, didn't work? Okay. That's weird.
Do anything?
I don't think so. There's a locked room upstairs in the tavern. I'm sure the knights searched it already, but I want to investigate myself to make sure. A locked room upstairs? Oh, that's probably my room. Do you know how I could get in there? I'm trying to search the entire tavern for clues. What's that lock for?
She's onto us. Guy, don't, nobody say panty raid.
We're there to do some investigating. Yeah, that's it, investigating. So, can we see your panties? I mean, your room.
Hey, completely unrelated question. What's your cup size?
It's like the pro Jared thing. Hey, girl, you wanna fuck? I'm your lawyer. I'm not gonna do anything weird. Sorry, you're right. You can use this to unlock the door. Hey, there we go. Is there anything else to talk about? No, let's move on then. Oh, Celeste's bedroom.
Oh, we can just go right there. We don't have to.
What the? Oh,
Oh.
attractive barkeep.
I've already told you knights everything I know. What more do you... Oh. You're the lawyer from the trial.
I am. Who are you?
Sorry.
Jolene?
Jolene, I think.
I'm Jolene, Celeste's mother. I was at the trial this morning. I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for my daughter.
So this is Celeste's mother. She might be able to tell me more about what happened the night of the murder. All right. I was talking to Celeste earlier, and I have a few questions. Can you tell me why your husband hates mages so much? I still can't make sense of why he was so angry at Celeste.
Oh, you heard about that, didn't you?
I'm gonna turn the music just... That's why it was so loud. Music just kind of defaulted.
Well, now the sound effects are really quiet. I'd say keep the music the same, but the sound effects were fine.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there when their argument happened, but I can only imagine what he said to her.
Their argument must have really gotten heated if your neighbors overheard it. I understand that most people dislike the nobility, but it's like he was furious at Celeste specifically because she was able to use magic.
Celeste doesn't know this, but Flintheart had a sister named Elfie.
Oh yeah, dude mentioned that.
When we were children, we were friends with the son of the ruling noble.
Oh boy.
Back then, he'd always sneak into town and play with us.
Yeah, this is about to turn wrong. His family probably wasn't happy about that.
He had quite the rebellious streak back then. Nothing like he is now. But everything changed when he began learning magic. One day, when we were playing together, he wanted to show off what he'd learned. He was told to never use magic without his instructor there, but he was just too excited.
Oh no.
He began showing us all of the spells he could cast, but something went horribly wrong. He lost control of one of his spells and wounded Effie really bad.
Poor Effie.
We tried bringing her back into town, but by then it was too late. She was already gone.
F in the chat for Effie. Oh, yeah, I'll start it. There we go. I'm sorry. That must have been hard for all of you.
The next day, the Arcane Inquisition came to investigate what had happened. The boys' family used their influence to make them look the other way. And they threatened Flintheart's family to keep quiet about what had happened.
I see what's going on here. Wow. I can't imagine how Flintheart took that.
He was furious. After that day, something changed inside him. A few years after that incident, he began speaking out against the nobility. Every night, he'd rally more and more people for his cause. The amount of people that he'd gotten under his banner was terrifying. There was even talk of an outright revolution against the kingdom.
Okay, I just realized how bad this was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this dude, if it's proven that he was killed by a magician, then, well, then there might be, unhappy people to say the least.
Yeah.
But if she's pronounced, innocent, yeah, this is a lose-lose situation right here.
Yeah, that's what the noble douchebag was saying. That might explain why someone would go out of their way to kill him. If only I've done... Oh, sorry.
If only I'd done more. I might have been able to quell the hatred in his heart.
Don't say that. I'm sure you did everything you could.
What? Sorry, I must have been thinking out loud.
Yeah, he can read minds. That's actually really cool. So, Celeste is able to use magic. That can only mean...
That she has the blood of a noble. That's what you're getting at, right?
Sorry, I know it's not any of my business, but can you tell me about how she became part of your family?
No, I suppose you deserve to know that much after everything you've done for her. It was many years ago, back when McCoy Inn was still open. We were closing one night and we found a baby with white hair abandoned in the dining area.
Someone just left their baby in the
inn.
Wow.
It's like this isn't a church. It's an inn.
Yeah, leave the baby around all the booze and whatnot. Hey guys, drinking game. First one to lose takes the baby home.
Yeah! And then the innkeeper lost. He's like, damn it!
We waited for weeks for her parents to come by, but no one ever came looking for her.
And that baby was Celeste?
Yes. I'd always wanted a child. So I thought that Celeste might have been a gift from the gods. But one day, I saw Celeste practicing magic. I think that's when I realized that someone from the nobility must have abandoned her out in the inn. I didn't care though. I loved her all the same.
Wait, you knew that she was a mage the entire time?
My daughter's a terrible liar. Flintheart must have noticed too, but I think he didn't want to believe it. I blame myself for not forcing him to see the truth. If he hadn't found out the way he did, things might have not turned out like this.
Celeste thinks that her father died hating her.
Oh, Celeste. There's no way he would ever feel that way. He loved her more than anything in the world. Nothing could ever change that.
Yeah, I figured as much.
He spoiled that girl rotten when she was growing up. She was the world to him. It was the first time in decades that I'd seen him so genuinely happy.
They must have been really close.
More than anything. Do you want to hear a story? A few weeks ago, Celeste returned from a trip abroad. She wouldn't stop talking about this foreign drink that she loved.
Could that be the bottle?
Uh-oh.
I think it was called lotus juice, or something strange like that. Well, Flintheart did everything he could to have it shipped here. He called in a bunch of favors with some friends. But in the end, he was only able to get a single bottle of it.
Is it really that rare?
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if it were the only bottle of lotus juice in the region.
Wait a minute. Lotus juice. Let's take a look real quick.
That's a type of flower, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, won't let us investigate anymore. Oh, this is probably like, oh, like the noble guy is probably saying, oh, I brought that in. I know exactly where this is going. Is this the bottle that Flintheart bought?
What? Oh, no, he was going to surprise her with it.
I found it shattered in the dining area.
That's strange. He'd been keeping it in our room so Celeste wouldn't find it.
Really? When was the last time you saw it?
Right before I left the house that night.
Wait, so that must mean... What does this reveal about the bottle? The bottle was attacked.
Okay, so the murderer was carrying the bottle.
The murderer was carrying it, or was it Flintheart?
Oh. So wait, Flintheart was... So was he carrying that bottle when he was stabbed?
I don't know, because let's take a look at that picture. Yeah, there's the bottle.
That bottle's destroyed. So he was holding it when he was killed.
Yeah, he had it when he was killed. So Flintheart was carrying the bottle when the murder occurred. Right! The bottle was shattered next to the body. And it didn't break at the time before Joyce left that day. Jolene left that day. So Flintheart must have been holding it and dropped it when he was murdered. But why would he move Celeste's gift? It contains a foreign soda called Lotus Juice. Flintheart had it with him when he was murdered. Okay, I think I have a better picture of what happened that night. I should be ready for trial tomorrow. There's one last thing I need to take care of. I need to talk to Celeste again. Well, alright then. Whoa.
Oh, looks like we found a glitch.
I think. Alright, let's go. I like the fact that you can move from anywhere. That's nice.
Yeah, that makes things a little less tedious.
Oh, you're back! Did you forget something? There's one last thing I need to talk to you about. Oh? Oh, I think I know. Oh.
I guess it doesn't work like that.
I guess not. When we spoke earlier, you said something that I just can't let go. You said your father died hating you. But after everything I heard about him, I just can't believe that. So I gotta destroy the Cyclock about you. Oh!
Argument?
I was joking. I guess this is okay.
Something along those lines.
So a noon mechanic, there we go. I know that you're just trying to make me feel better, and I appreciate that. But everyone knows that my father hated mages. I was his daughter, and I hid my powers from him. I betrayed his trust. During our argument, I could see it in his eyes. He was so hurt and angry. In his final moment, I bet all he could think about was how much I betrayed him. Even now, she still thinks her father hated her. If this continues, that thought will eat away at her for the rest of her life. I'll prove her wrong. An argument is just like a cross-examination. You need to dissect her statement that she made and find that piece of evidence that contradicts her. Oh my gosh, what is going on with his eyes?
I didn't see it.
Oh no. He had like these glowing eyes.
Huh.
No, you're just trying to make me feel better, and I appreciate that. But everyone knows my father hated mages. I was his daughter, and I hid his powers from him. I betrayed his trust. Nope. He had the bottle with him. So an argument's just basically cross-examination during the investigation. That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
Did you just shout objection?
Objection, dumbass.
Objection, dumbass! Your father did not hate you!
Haven't you heard? Did Mommy Milkers not tell you?
Oh, you're not right, dude.
What?
I said you're not right.
I'm not right or I'm not wrong?
Both.
Oh, okay.
You're not wrong and you're not right for saying that. Well, sorry about that. Force of habit. Anyway, take a look at this picture, Celeste. What? It's a bottle of lotus juice. Do you know where I found this? It was on the floor of your family's inn. What? There's no way! They don't sell it anywhere close to this region. Believe me, I tried everything I could to get my hands on some. Oh, your father knew how much you loved that drink. He called in a few favors just to have it imported for you. What? He did that? Your father loved you, Celeste. That doesn't change anything. If he did all that for me, it was before he found out about my spell compendium. I'm sure he would have never done that if he knew the truth about me. That's not true at all. What would you know about my dad? You've never even met him. How could you possibly know how he felt about me? Don't you think I want to believe that he still loved me before he died? But I know the truth. There's no way he would ever forgive me for what I did. It's not just the fact that he bought that drink for you. It's also where that bottle was when it shattered. It was right next to his body on the crime scene. So, what does that prove? Your mother said that the bottle was stowed in her room before your argument. Your father was hiding it to surprise you later. So, how did the bottle end up shattered near the crime scene? I don't know. Did your father have the bottle during your argument? No, he didn't. Then that can only mean one thing. He took the bottle and had it with him after your argument ended. What? Why would he do that? It's because he was going to give it to you. He was going to give you a gift to apologize for how he acted. He was going to apologize? Your father loved you, Celeste. And as tragic as it is, he was going to apologize to you before he was murdered. Dad. Dad! I'm sorry. I can't believe. How could I ever think? Do you feel better now? Yeah. I think I'm okay now. I can't believe this entire time I was saying such awful things about him and myself. I should have known better. Wonder what he'd say to me if he saw me like this. Take some time to rest. The trial resumes in an hour. Right, I almost forgot about that. Is everything ready? Really going to be okay? There's no doubt about it. With me and Miss Tamora in your corner, we can't lose. Okay, I'll put my trust in you. All right, let's save. Let's finish this thing up.
All right.
Let's put this guy in just lock him up in a cell and throw away the key. You're gonna make me defend the rest of the trial alone?
Yes.
She would just say that.
You need to calm down.
How am I supposed to do this without you, Miss Timora?
Figure it out. Do you expect me to hold your hand through every trial?
No, but maybe the first one would be okay.
Yeah, you don't just like send someone out.
You need to learn how to do this on your own.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you can't stick around me with my first trial and teach me.
Oh, but there's so much. There's too much writing on this trial.
There's going to be a lot more riding on most of the trials you defend. I know that you're emotionally invested in this client. That's exactly why I know that you can do this on your own.
Do you really think I'm ready to go at this alone?
There's no doubt in my mind.
All right. Then I'll trust your judgment.
Good. I'll be watching from the gallery.
And she leaves. Celeste! Sorry, I know what I said before. Don't worry. I also believe in you, Tyrion. Seems like a lot of people have a high expectation of me. I won't let them down. All right, Siejax. Siejax? Oh no, I think his internet just died again. Mr. Siejax.
Hello?
Oh, hey.
Ah, okay. Sorry, my mic line gave out for a sec.
Oh, okay. I thought your internet died.
No, if I did, my router would have a talk with Mr. Fire Squad here.
I love how you grabbed the gun just to do that.
Yep. I'm gonna have to, actually, before I go on with this, I'm gonna
Yeah, please don't.
uncock it.
Yeah, please don't discharge it during the stream.
That would suck.
Yeah, that would totally suck.
Let's see. Okay, it is definitely not loaded, so there we
Okay,
go.
good. Holy crap.
All right.
Court is now resumed for the trial of Celeste McCoy. Yesterday, the defense presented some shocking oversights made during the investigation of the crime scene.
Yes, and I personally saw to it that the crime scene was investigated properly.
I certainly hope so.
At yesterday's trial, the defense presented an inconsistency between the crime scene photo and the autopsy report. Because of this, they made the following proposition. A third party must have interfered with the crime scene and framed the defendant. However, the individual who discovered the body would like to testify as to what he saw that night.
Interesting. It was my understanding that the witness in question wanted to remain anonymous.
In true Ace Attorney fashion, the criminal comes on into trial.
Apparently, this witness was within the gallery of the trial yesterday. After what he saw, he felt that he couldn't stay silent any longer.
I don't like this. Why would he change his mind like that?
Very well. Let us hear the witness's testimony.
Oh, it's Mr. Rudolph.
Ooh.
Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court.
My name is Rise Rudolph. I'm a carriage driver. It is my understanding that you found the body. Am I correct, Mr. Rudolph?
Actually, I witnessed much more than that. I saw the crime as it was being committed.
What?
That is quite the claim. If that's true, why have you chosen to remain silent until now?
We had initially concluded that the evidence itself was decisive. Therefore, we saw no need for an eyewitness testimony. However, those circumstances clearly changed after yesterday's proceedings.
There's no way the prosecution wouldn't leverage eyewitness testimony from the get-go. Something else is happening here.
Very well. Mr. Rudolph, please testify to the court about what you saw that night.
Of course.
All right, testimony time.
I was transporting a client in my carriage that evening. We were driving by the McCoy Tavern when we heard a disturbance. I was worried that something was amiss, so I walked into the establishment to see the commotion was about. There I saw the defendant, lit by the blue glow of the dining room. She had stabbed Flintheart McCoy with her sword.
Alright, well there's the contradiction.
Yellow radiant glow. There it is.
She slowly pulled her sword from Flintheart's chest.
Oh, there's another contradiction. He was stabbed from the back.
No, I think the...
Wasn't he?
Stabbed from behind,
Stabbed
that is
from
true.
behind.
Okay, there's two of them.
Okay.
Oh, he's
I didn't
sweating.
finish reading that.
Oh, sorry. Here, we can...
I think it's the... Oh, maybe we don't do it during the testimony because,
Oh, here we go.
No, you're not... Oh, really? Oh, okay.
She slowly pulled her sword from Flintheart's chest, and when he turned around to run away, she stabbed him again from behind.
Oh, okay. That explains why
Oh.
the two forms.
Oh, okay.
2 entry wounds.
You can close it now.
Oh, okay.
Soon she realized that I had witnessed her heinous crime. She fled the scene through the back door. Incredible. If everything occurred as the witness described, then I see no room for doubt.
Of course, the evidence is irrefutable.
Celeste's just sitting there like, hey, how you doing? Where's your fruit snacks? She looks like she wants fruit gummies. Celeste, have you ever met this man before? No.
No.
This is my first
my
time
bad.
seeing him. After my argument with my dad, I left the inn through the front door. No one was standing there. Which means he definitely lied about seeing Celeste from the entrance.
The defense may now begin their cross-examination.
All right, let's get him.
Okay, let's see. Where was it?
Right here, lit by the blue glow. Well, actually, dumbass, the glow should be
Objection,
yellow.
dumbass. Objection!
Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves the witness is nothing but a liar.
I fail to see how that piece of evidence proves your claim.
What? Oh, I guess you're right.
Please refrain from making baseless claims, Mr. Cuthbert.
Well, I guess that didn't work. She still looks
How?
like she's giving you, like, give me fruit gummies. How'd that not work? There, I saw the defendant lit by the blue glow of the dining room lights. Oh, dining room lights.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
No energy. They just presented the wrong thing. There we go.
Objection!
So, Mr. Rudolph, you testified you saw my client at the scene, stabbing the victim with her sword. What more? You claim to have seen her performing magic while doing so? This is really familiar. This is the first little bit. Did you see all of this clearly?
Yes. I could never forget such a ghastly sight.
I see. There is one problem with your testimony, though.
Oh, and what's that?
Everything you just said is a complete lie.
What?
Are you accusing the witness of perjury, defense lawyer? You should know better than to make baseless claims like that.
My claims are far from baseless, Prosecutor Steelwind. As I'm sure you know, the McCoy Inn relies solely on artificery for its lighting. Every light in that inn receives power from an arcane generator. However, on the night of the murder, that generator wasn't functioning. Okay. However, on the night of the murder, that generator wasn't functional. The lights couldn't have possibly been on.
Objection! There could have easily been another light source, like a torch or candle. The victim wouldn't have had his argument with the defendant in pitch black darkness.
While that may be true, the witness clearly stated that he saw a blue glow from the dining room lights. A torch or candle couldn't emit a distinct glow like that.
What? I don't understand. I was sure that I saw a blue glow that night.
Wait, what did you just say?
Wait! I think I understand now. What is it, witness? I must have made the incorrect assumption. Please, allow me to give my testimony once more.
Okay, I think I jumped the gun with the sword.
What do you think of this, Prosecutor Steelwind?
If the witness wants to revise his testimony, then I see no harm in obliging him.
Very well. And you, Mr. Cuthbert?
If he thinks he saw something different, then let's hear him out. No matter how many revisions he makes, I'll tear through his lies with evidence.
It was revealed that Flintheart was killed using magic, yes? I must have seen Flintheart's daughter channeling a magic spell. The spell was called Mageblade, am I correct? That's it. The blue glow that I saw must have been created by Mageblade.
Incorrect.
Actually,
Objection, dumbass. We're gonna run that to the ground.
Oh, we frickin' are. I see. So the blue illumination that you saw was produced by the defendant's magic.
This game is still giving me that same like I am smarter than you vibe when you catch the person's lie, though.
Yeah.
I love that feeling.
See, in Ace Attorney, that feeling was you saved the day by finding that contradiction.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Cuthbert, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
With pleasure.
Yes, he knows what he's about to do.
He is way more confident than Phoenix. While Phoenix was created as a kind of empty vessel for the player. Objection!
Really? I thought Phoenix had a bit of personality.
He had a bit of personality, but it was kind of muted so that the player can kind of take on him as a role, you know,
really?
as themselves.
I honestly don't really think so. Because, you know, it may feel like that from a first-person perspective, but even still, Phoenix, I think, had a lot of personality.
I mean, he had more personality than like some of like the other like silent protagonists. Mr. Rudolph, you don't know much about magic, do you?
No, I know nothing about it at all. Are you still trying to claim that I should have recognized the defendant's spell?
No, actually. I acknowledge that you know nothing about the spell Mageblade. And that is exactly where your mistake was.
My mistake?
You see, Mr. Rudolph, Mageblade does emit a magical glow. However, that magical glow is yellow, not blue.
Objection! So what if the witness was incorrect about the glow's color? That's merely a small detail of his testimony.
I find it hard to believe that the witness was unsure about the light's color. He said multiple times that the illumination was colored blue. In fact, it's the only detail that persists between both versions of his testimony.
I must agree. The witness was quite adamant about seeing a blue light. But what does this mean, Mr. Cuthbert?
It's a given that Rudolph lied about seeing Celeste kill Flintheart. But why did he specifically say that he saw a blue-colored light? That seems to be a really strange and unnecessary detail to add in.
So, Mr. Cuthbert, did the witness see a blue-colored light or not?
He saw a blue-colored light.
Yeah, I was about to say, he definitely saw that.
There's only one answer that makes sense. The witness did see a blue light created by a spell.
But we've already established that Mageblade doesn't emit a blue-colored light. What are you... Ugh.
I think you already know where I'm going with this, Prosecutor Steelwind. The witness definitely saw a spell that emitted a blue-colored light. And it was created by a spell that's not Mageblade.
Well, then which spell was it? Which spell did the witness see, Mr. Cuthbert?
I don't know which spell he saw, Your Honor. And frankly, I don't need to. Just take a look at my client's spell compendium. Mageblade is the only spell that she can use. And that spell can't emit a blue-colored light. If the witness saw a magical blue light, then that can only mean one thing. There was another mage at the scene who magically created that light.
Order! Order in the court!
So what did you really see, Mr. Rudolph? Did you see my client at the scene, casting a spell that she couldn't possibly cast? Or did you see another mage there?
Well...
Let me remind you that perjury is a crime, Mr. Rudolph. If you are found to be lying on the stand, you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
No, wait, please!
Oh, that's gotta be.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that is quite enough of that. Oh. I will not stand by while you harass my driver.
Who?
It's Lord Pierce. What's he doing here?
Pierce, we discussed this. There's no need for you to take the stand.
Nonsense. I have nothing to hide. And if you had done your job properly, I wouldn't need to intervene.
What is the meaning of this, Prosecutor Steelwind? Who is this man?
This is Garrick Pierce, Your Honor. He's the heir to the Pierce noble house.
That is Lord Garrick Pierce to you. In any case, I must apologize. The confusion wrought by today's proceedings have been entirely my fault.
What do you mean?
You see, this carriage driver wasn't the one who witnessed the crime that fateful night. It was me. I was the one who witnessed that heinous crime. I had my driver report the body so that I could remain anonymous. I simply dictated to him what I saw and had him report that to law enforcement. It simply wouldn't do for a member of the nobility to appear in court, after all. Lord Pierce, regardless of your intentions, this is a very clear act of perjury. I understand, and I will accept the consequences of that. But I would be remiss if Rudolph's shoddy testimony allowed that girl to escape her crime. Please, let me testify as to what I saw. Very well. This is quite irregular, but I believe that the court will benefit from hearing your testimony. However, know that this misconduct has severely harmed your credibility. Very well.
Witness's testimony.
On that fateful night, I found myself unable to sleep, so I went on a leisurely carriage ride around the town to see how the other halves live. The other half lives.
I love the up-tempo music, too, about this.
I happened to be passing by the McCoy Tavern when I heard a loud commotion from within the building. Curious, I stopped my carriage and took a single step inside the establishment. Then I saw the scene inside. I saw the defendant stabbing that poor man. Alright, so I think this is one of those moments where we got a press from war.
Yeah, probably. Garrick Pierce. He's a member of the nobility. That means he's probably a mage, right? And he's the only other mage that was there that night. Does that mean... Yeah, I think so. He's the person who killed your father. Are you going to be okay? Yeah, don't worry about me. Just focus on exposing him. Gladly. All right, let's press, dude. That seems like a strange way to pass the time. Not that I believe you for a second.
The witness's, eccentricity?
Eccentricities.
Eccentricity.
Like kind of eccentric.
Eccentricities. Fucking, I don't know.
The witness being eccentric is beside the point. There we go.
The witness being weird is beside the point. What matters is that he was clearly at the scene.
I wouldn't quite face it like that. Oh, phrase. I wouldn't quite phrase it like that. But nevertheless.
Occupation nobleman. That's just his occupation. I'm guessing that this commotion was the argument between my client and the victim.
One would conclude that, yes.
Reports say that they both became quite loud. The witness could have definitely heard them from his carriage.
I guess that story does check out. Oh, okay. If he was at the tavern entrance, then that would mean he was here, where the W is. And Flintar's body would have been where V is. You saw the entire scene from the tavern's entrance? It would have been quite dark considering the lights weren't operational. Even if my client was using the Mageblade at the time.
Oh, of course. I'd forgotten that detail. The light was quite dim, so I used my magic to illuminate the scene.
You used magic at the crime scene?
Yes, I conjured a blue light to illuminate the scene. The same blue light must have been what my driver saw.
I thought Mr. Rudolph didn't witness the crime.
If I had to guess, Rudolph saw the magic light while he was waiting at the carriage. He must have accidentally made that part of his testimony earlier.
That actually makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it. Rudolph was so sure he saw the blue lights. Would it be strange if he was lying about that? But anyway, which spell did you use?
It was the Conjure Light spell.
Okay. For the duration of the spell, a mote of magical light appears in the caster's hand. The color of the light is chosen by the caster and can be changed at will for the spell's duration. This mote of light provides illumination for up to 15 feet of the caster and no further. Here we go. Oh, not that one. Oh, right here.
Oh.
One,
so
2, 3. He wouldn't be able to see it if he was right at the door.
Okay. That's a huge tavern.
It is pretty big. Your Honor, if the witness used magic at the crime scene, then I'd like to formally request that his spell compendium be added to the court record.
Objection! The prosecution sees no reason to invade the witness's privacy over a trivial illumination spell.
I agree. The defense would need a stronger reason to request the witness's spell compendium. Right you are, Honor. Your wisdom is truly fitting of your station.
Okay, kiss ass.
Yeah, I was about to say, kiss that ass a little harder, why don't you?
Oh, shut up. Why is he so determined to keep his compendium out of the court record? If we get access to it, we could see exactly which spells he can use. It will make it a lot easier for us to build a case against him.
Regardless, I must request that the witness add this detail to his testimony. Of course.
Conjure Light allows me to see the entire scene. Oh,
Yeah, okay, that's where we present the lie.
is it the spell?
Whichever one said 15 feet. Oh,
Objection! Okay, I think this is the one. You said that you illuminated the entire scene from the tavern entrance? You didn't take a single step into the building?
Of course not. I remember it very clearly. I stood only at the entrance.
Witness, I'd like for you to take a look at the map of the tavern. If we took a look at the diagram, that would place you where the W is, correct?
Of course, that's exactly where I was. What of it?
Well, I just find it interesting that you said you illuminated the crime scene from there. Considering that Conjure Light only eliminates an area within 15 feet.
what?
He looks like some kind of character from Castlevania.
And the music's not exactly anti-Castlevania, I'll say that much.
If you were truly at the tavern entrance, then the light from your spell wouldn't reach far enough to illuminate my client.
Objection! That hardly makes a difference. We've already established that the defendant would have been illuminated by Mageblade.
If the light from Mageblade was adequate, then the witness would not have had wouldn't have had a reason to cast Conjure Light in the first place.
Well, which is it then? Lord Pierce, did you illuminate the crime scene or not?
Well,
I can answer that question for you, Your Honor. He led to the scene of the crime, because otherwise, why did Rudolph say it?
right.
No, Your Honor. In fact, It's one of the only truths he's told so far. Garrick Pierce did see the scene of the crime. He saw it because he was standing within 15 feet of it.
Hold on for a moment! I merely made a mistake! I could have used any spell to illuminate farther than 10 feet!
Then please enlighten me, Lord Pierce. Which spell did you use?
The name escapes me. Not that I think about it. Not that I think about it. I'm not sure which spell I used.
I think they meant to say now that I think about it.
You idiot.
Well, you can take a good. We can take a good look for you. When you relinquish your spell compendium to the courts.
This is clear. This is a clear violation of my privacy. Why aren't you objecting to this steel wind?
She's like, you're an idiot. That's why.
I see no reason to object to the defense's request.
What?
She's not objecting? What is she planning?
If you had listened to my instructions, you wouldn't be in this situation.
She just doesn't. Either she does not care, or she is confident enough she can get herself out of this.
Let's see.
You made your bed, now lie in it.
Steel wind, you treacherous! That's enough. It appears that the prosecution has no objections. With everything that has occurred, I must ask that Lord Pierce relinquish his spell compendium to the court.
Oh my gosh. Lord Pierce's spell compendium. It's a journal with a lock on it. Contains the formula for the following spells. Prediction, Conjure Light, Conjure Water, Control Wind, Frost Wave, and Shape Liquid.
He only has one light spell.
Yeah.
Unless that prestidigitation.
That must be the sword spell that he used.
Let's see. Conjure Water, Control Wind, Frost Wave, and Shape Liquid. Yeah, that could be. I wonder if it'll give us a list of the spell names.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's going to give us all of them.
The caster creates a simple and harmless visual effect around their hands. This effect will last for as long as they maintain concentration on the spell. After casting time is completed, water magically flows out of the caster's hand. This water will flow so long as the caster maintains concentration on the spell. During the duration of the spell, caster is able to produce or nullify wind within a target radius. The wind produced will have enough have enough intensity to knock someone off their feet. Anything caught in range is hit with a blast of extremely cold air. Liquids will be immediately frozen, or organic light will immediately enter stages of hyperthermia.
This dude's got some death spells. Holy shit.
Yep. Oh, I think I know what killed him.
What's this? For the duration of the spell, the caster can magically manipulate the target liquid and inform... Oh.
He killed him with the soda.
Woo! At any time, the caster can choose to freeze the liquid while maintaining its current shape. After the spell ends, the frozen liquid will immediately melt. Oh, damn.
He killed him with the lotus soda. Good job, Tyrion. We got his spell compendium. She's like, is that all you got? Stoic as always, isn't she? She didn't object to adding Pierce's spell Can they stop saying this? The spell
compendium.
Compendium to the
There you
court
go.
record. She's pretty calm right now. What does she have up her sleeve? I've reviewed the spells in Lord Pierce's compendium. I found that compendium. I found that Conjure Light is the only spell that Lord Pierce can cast that would shed a blue light, which renders many of his statements false. Your Honor, Garrick Pierce could very well be a suspect in the murder of Flintheart McCoy. He committed perjury and has admitted to being at the scene of the crime when the crime took place. The defense posits that the defense posts that this presents enough reasonable doubt to acquit Celeste McCoy.
I do find Lord Pierce's involvement in this case quite suspect. However, I will not pass a verdict just yet.
Fair enough, Judge. Fair enough. I had a feeling this would happen. Wait, what? I thought that would be enough to prove that someone else could have done it. Isn't that enough reasonable doubt? For a normal case, maybe. But the public won't accept an unsolved murder that was committed using magic. Someone has to be found guilty for the justice system to save face. We have to prove that you definitely couldn't have committed the murder. Or we need to prove that someone else did it. Well, what? But that's not fair. This system is corrupt to its core. This is just the world we live in. I know that fact better than anyone.
I will, however, move to suspend the trial of Celeste McCoy. We will resume once Lord Pierce is investigated as a possible suspect.
Objection! A possible suspect? Don't make me laugh, Your Honor.
Damn it. What's she up to? What's she up to now?
Let me remind the court of this basic fact of the case. Flintheart McCoy was murdered using a blade with a transmutation spell active on it. Defense lawyer, why don't you tell me the spell that Lord Pierce knows?
His spells are Prestidigitation, Conjure Light, Conjure Water, Control Wind, Frost Wave, and Shape Liquid. Ugh!
So you see it too. Lord Pierce doesn't know any spells that can be channeled through a blade.
That can't be right!
Uh-oh. You're right!
You're starting to break down.
You're absolutely right, Lady Steelwind.
No! I was so close!
I see. So Lord Pierce doesn't know any spells that could have been used to commit the murder. And that leaves the defendant as the only possible killer. Shit. That does change things.
But he was the only other mage there! It has to be him! But he doesn't know any transmutation spells that could affect a solid object. We can't prove that he stabbed him using magic. Wait, how did he do it then? She's right. How did he do it? None of his transmutation spells can affect a metal blade. But that doesn't change the fact that he killed Flintheart using transmutation spell.
The defense did cast severe doubt on the witness's testimony. Nevertheless, I must conclude that he could not have possibly committed the murder. With that in mind, I must rule that...
Objection! Please wait, Your Honor. we still can't conclude that Lord Pierce couldn't have committed the crime.
Ha! What desperate nonsense is this? Lady Steelwind said it herself, you commoner.
What happened to the music? I don't
think there is any music right here.
That's weird.
I don't have any spells that can be channeled through a metal blade.
But you didn't use a metal blade, did you?
Go.
What are you saying? The autopsy report clearly states that he was the wound was created by a blade. If he didn't channel magic through a metal blade, then how could he have possibly committed the crime?
Yes, your claim seems quite contradictory with the facts thus far, Mr. Cuthbert. Which spell could Lord Pierce have used to kill the victim?
That water spell.
Present evidence! You see, Your Honor, Garrett Pierce didn't kill the victim using a blade. He killed him using an object shaped exactly like a blade. That is actually a really clever logic puzzle right there.
What?
Oh! I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean, Mr. Cuthbert.
I'd like to remind the court of the spells in Lord Pierce's spell compendium. Garrick Pierce knows a particularly nifty spell called Shape Liquid. With it, he can control a quantity of liquid and form it into any shape he desires. Then he can freeze that liquid, maintaining its current shape. A shape like a sword.
No, it can't be! Is that possible that he...
Admit it, Garrick Pierce. You created a makeshift sword using Shape Liquid and used it to impale Flintheart. Then you shoved Celeste's sword into the wound, while the remnants of the real murder weapon evaporated. It was the perfect crime, wasn't it?
How dare you! You are nothing but a filthy commoner!
A filthy commoner that's gonna put you in jail, dude. I don't care who you are. I won't let you get away with murdering my client's father.
Steelwind, why aren't you saying anything?
Wow, this is the first time I've seen her this flustered. Well, I'm not going to look this gift horse in the mouth. Well, what do you have to say for yourself, Pierce?
I...
Are we getting breakdown?
Ooh.
What?
Lord Pierce?
Are you breaking down?
Please, pull yourself together. My apologies, Your Honor. It's just that I realized something absolutely hilarious.
What is it now?
You put forward an interesting theory, Mr. Cuthbert. But there's one problem with it.
And what's that?
I think you said it yourself. You shoved the sword into the wound while the remnants of the real murder weapon evaporated. It was the perfect crime, wasn't it? You see, it would have been the perfect crime. Because any evidence of it would have evaporated with that frozen blade.
What?
No! He's right! If he used an ice blade to kill Flintheart, it would have evaporated by now. And that means
there would be nothing left of the murder weapon.
Shit! You've spun quite the tale here today. But in the end, you don't have a shred of evidence to support it, do you? You have nothing on me.
No. Is there really nothing we could do? I'm sorry, Celeste. What? I failed you. It's okay. No. What? You were up against a noble, right? I don't think anyone could have done as well as you did today. It can't end like this. You're saying two different things. This is just the way things are, you know? But you gave me closure with my father. That's more than I could ever ask for. There's so much I wanted to do. Please, someone! It's okay, Celeste. I can hear exactly what you're saying. Then, I won't let it end like this.
What is this? You can glare at me all you want. It won't change the fact that you've lost.
I won't ever let that happen again.
Whoa.
My head.
That was close. I can't believe that a lawyer almost found me out.
What did you just say?
What? I didn't say a thing. What is with this boy? He must be turning hysterical.
I knew it. I could hear his thoughts. But how is this possible? No, never mind. I have to focus.
Nevertheless, I was too careless. I should have never used that bottle of water.
Bottle of water? Right. He had to have gotten the water from somewhere. Wait. A bottle!
Well then. As exciting as this has been, I must take my leave now.
Objection! Not so fast, Pierce.
What is it now, you wretch? I already told you that there's no possible way to prove your theory. It holds no water.
You're right, Pierce. It doesn't hold any water. And that's exactly why I can prove it.
What?
What?
Mr. Butthurt, are you... Wait, what was his name?
Mr. Butthurt. It's
What was his name?
Cuthbert.
Cuthbert, thank you. Mr. Cuthbert, do you need a doctor?
Mr. Butthurt. Oh my gosh.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that we remove Mr. Cuthbert from the courtroom. He's clearly lost his mind.
I agree.
Wait, I swear I'm going somewhere with this. You see, if the Pierce used shape liquid on a bottle of water, the murder weapon would have evaporated entirely.
There's still a few typos to fix up in this game.
It's just the demo, though, but yeah, I agree.
I know.
There'd be no evidence.
And? Where are you going with this?
Well, what if he didn't use water? What if he accidentally used another type of liquid?
What are you going on about?
Pierce, shape liquid doesn't just work on water. It works on all kinds of liquids. So what if you used shape liquid on something that wouldn't evaporate entirely?
What?
Your Honor, I'd like to present the remains of what Garrick Pierce used shape liquid on.
That bottle!
Pierce, I found this shattered bottle near where the body was. How do you suppose it broke?
Ugh.
You must have decided to use any liquid you can find. Luckily for you, your victim was holding the perfect quantity of liquid. I wonder, Lord Pierce, if we had someone analyze the broken pieces of this bottle, would they find traces of transmutation magic?
You little... That still proves nothing! So what if you find traces of magic on some broken glass? You still don't have a murder weapon!
I wasn't finished, Pierce.
What?
You see, the liquid contained in that bottle wasn't water. It was soda.
So what? How does the contents of the bottle change anything?
A blade of ice made out of water would have evaporated entirely. But a blade of ice made out of soda would have left a puddle of dried residue.
No!
I wondered why there were such a circular trace of magic under the body. If we checked the outline of that trace, I bet we'd find a dried puddle of soda residue. The soda residue would still have trace of transmutation magic on it. That would definitely prove that you used shape liquid at the crime scene. There's your murder weapon, Pierce.
Order! Order in the court!
Orem, analyze the crime scene at once. We have to determine if this puddle of soda residue exists. The time window to find traces of magic is closing.
Right. So, our team found that soda puddle residue. In fact, the puddle lined up exactly with the trace of transmutation magic. We also checked the broken bottle. There were traces of magic on that too. There's no doubt about it. Someone used magic on that soda. Nothing to say, Lord Pierce?
This has to be some kind of joke, right?
I'm afraid not, Pierce.
What is this? What the hell is this? You will not treat me like some stupid criminal! Do you have any idea who I am? I am the heir of the Pierce noble house! I stand at the top of this kingdom's hierarchy! And you, defense lawyer! You are nothing but peasant trash! Who the hell do you think you are?
You're right, Pierce. I am just a peasant. But you? You're just a murderer. And as long as I'm in this courtroom, I won't let anyone escape justice from their crimes. She's like, that's corny as hell.
Guards, please escort Mr. Pierce to a holding cell.
You know what she looks like? She's like,
What?
Like after she heard that, she's like, I can't believe I thought about banging you. That was corny as hell.
Yes. Guards, escort Lord Pierce at once.
I can't believe it! We actually won! Tyrion, It's fine. You don't have to say anything. Your face says it all. I can't thank you enough for everything you've done!
You've more than you've more than exceeded my expectations today.
Miss Tamora.
I'll be honest, when I realized that the murder weapon evaporated, I thought that case was shot. I can't believe you were able to turn that around.
I got lucky. If he used water, we would have been done for.
You were able to deduce the liquid that he used just by looking at a few shards of broken glass. That has nothing to do with luck.
Actually, about that, something strange happened during the trial today. Near the end, it's like I could hear his thoughts. That's how I found out he used the bottle of lotus juice.
What?
You can read his mind? Are you a mage too? I don't think it was magic. I've never made a spell compendium, after all. I don't even perform any components. It just happened.
Tyrion, you should keep this to yourself for now.
Wait, why?
Please, just trust me on this one.
If you say so.
You're all quite lively.
Oh.
There's no need for such hostility. Though, I wouldn't expect any less from the Hound of the Eye Taker.
The fuck? The Eye Takers.
The Hound of the Eye Takers.
The Hound of the... What?
But in any case, I came to apologize to you, Miss McCoy.
What?
The truth is, I was aware of Pierce's presence near the crime scene from the beginning. I acquired his spell compendium and looked through his spell list. I falsely concluded that he couldn't have committed the murder. I would have never imagined that he'd use a mundane spell like shaped liquid to create a murder weapon. You can make all the excuses you want. But at the end of the day, you obscured the investigation and almost put an innocent girl away. No, you're right. I won't deny what I did.
It's okay, really. You're just doing your job, right? I'm not mad at you or anything. She does seem genuinely sorry. But I should know better than to trust the people in this rotten system. Just know that next time we meet in the courtroom, I'll fight with everything I have. I'll acquit each and every one of my clients, no matter who stands in my way.
Good. I look forward to doing battle with you again, Tyrion Cuthbert.
What a strange woman. Well, that kind of killed the mood, didn't it?
Not at all. I think we should celebrate.
Oh, what did you have in mind?
There's this amazing restaurant on the upper quarter of the capital. They usually only serve nobles, but they let anyone in there if they have enough gold.
Wait, do we have enough gold?
Of course we do. Don't worry, I'll handle everything.
Yeah, something's not right about her. Wait. Just how much does Miss Tamora make? And so begins my journey into the world of law and the arcane. Our justice system is rotten to its core, and I'll have many trials ahead. Regardless, I'll keep fighting on and get justice for each and every one of my clients. And when I'm finally ready, I'm going to appeal my mother's case.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. I really appreciate that you took the time to play our entire demo. This was a draft of Episode 1 and may be subject to heavy changes once the full game is released. Admittedly, I'm still trying to find my writing style for this project and would welcome any constructive feedback that you have on the game. Follow us on social media to keep up to date with the project, and be sure to add the game to your wishlist on Steam. Hey, it's the dev. He's in chat.
Really?
He says, hi there, this is Stephen Charles, the developer of the game. I just want to thank you for playing my demo. Thank you so much for making it, dude.
Yeah, it was enjoyable.
It was really awesome. I like the style. I like the investigation parts. That's really cool.
Yeah, I need to collect my thoughts on it a little bit more, but overall, yeah, this is some. You've done some pretty good work here. I would say double check the text. I think we noticed a few, like 1 or 2 grammatical errors. But don't worry, that happens all the time. Also to catch those typos. Yeah, don't worry. I mean, we were all in school. We all know about typos.
I went ahead
and posted the IndieGoGo.
IndieGoGo that starts Sunday. If y'all choose to want to see this to fruition.
Yeah, I might. I'll probably look into it a little. Let me take a look at this IndieGoGo actually. Okay. Defend mages in court. Use the rules and Oh, do you have to sign in to see full IndieGoGo things?
I don't know.
Huh.
I think because of the fact the campaign isn't starting quite yet. I think that's why you can't see it.
Right. That makes more sense.
Yes, we'll be launching an IndieGoGo campaign this Sunday.
Yeah, I plan on releasing the VOD on my channel this Sunday. So, there you go. All right. I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for joining in on this, Siejax.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Of course. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you're interested in this campaign, take a look at it. Like I said, I posted the link right there, and it will be on the VOD that will come out this Sunday. Anyway, guys, I will see y'all next time.
See ya.